Okay, I'm going to hand over to Nancy now because we're going to start the Sonesta Sint Maarten getting ready for 2023 webinar. Nancy, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sarah, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, I guess, for everybody, depending on which part of the world you are. Welcome on behalf of the team at Sonesta Resorts Sint Maarten. And as we are working our way towards the end of the year and looking back at what 2022 has been, wow, what an amazing year it has been. So I definitely want to start by saying thank you to everybody for making travel happen again, for being so busy, and for keeping busy, for being flexible with your clients, adapting to, whatever the need is that the market is indicating you. You're a survivor. You did so good. So I'm just raising my glass here. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. It's in the camera. So salute and congratulations and a happy 2023 to an even more successful next year. So thank you for everybody for supporting the business. We truly, truly appreciate you. And we're so happy that this year we started our business together with my booking rewards and that we're able to be here for you all the time, that we have our rewards program, and I'm sure you have been enjoying it as well. So let's take a look at Sonesta Resorts Sint Maarten. We're first going to talk a little bit about the island. I know for some of you, it may have been a while that you have been on the island of Sint Maarten, or maybe you have passed by on one of the cruises that has been very popular as well in the last couple of years. And you've kind of stuck into your mind like, oh yeah, it's definitely time to go back and explore a little bit more of the island. Or maybe you have been. I know a lot of you have been traveling during the last couple of years. So whatever it may be, definitely have Sint Maarten on your radar for you and for your clients for the year of 2023. We have a lot of things going on, and that's what we will be talking about here today with us. So the island of Sint Maarten, as you probably know, has a Dutch side of the island and a French side. So it's very unique. We have a lot of European influence there. And that is something I always would like to point out, just to make sure you have that background and you can just bring that over to your travelers so they know what to expect, what they can explore, because we're not just vacationing these days. We're looking for very complete experiences. And that is definitely something we have seen in 2022 and even more in the upcoming year. That is definitely what people are looking for. So the island of Sint Maarten has so much to offer. Apart from the culture and the history, there is great dining all over the island. Each side has its own capital, Marigot for the French side and Philipsburg for the Dutch side. So it's so interesting. And of course, you have lots of water. You can see that on this beautiful slide here. So it's a great spot to do scuba diving, snorkeling tours, water excursions in general, but also there's great hiking and there's great zip lining, and it shows you the amazing islands all around. It's a Caribbean island, so you're never too far from the other islands. And that's something else you can definitely always combine with Sint Maarten. You can just do the island hopping, whether it's by plane, by ferry. It's so easy to get across and visit one of the other islands and just make it a 3-in-1, a 2-in-1, a 4-in-1, whatever you want to make it. So it's truly, truly a gorgeous destination. So we can see here in front of us two of the very famous beaches that we are surrounded by as Sonesta Resorts Sint Maarten. We see the Mullet Bay in front of us with the golf course, and that is located in the Mullet Beach, in Mullet Bay. And then in the back, we see Maho Beach. And then, of course, you can see also the Princess Juliana International Airport, which is pretty famous. And if that didn't ring a bell yet, then I'm sure this shot will do it. Lovely place for everybody to visit. Of course, it's that famous spot where you stand in the water and wave at the overflying planes. That is exactly the view that we have out of our resorts from a safe distance. So needless to say, plane spotting is a very, very popular activity. You never get tired of that. And looking a bit closer at our resorts, we definitely have a destination within the destination is what we like to call it, because we have so much to offer with both our all-inclusive resorts. On the right-hand side, you see the taller white building, which is Sonesta Maho Beach Resort, Casino and Spa. We will just call it Maho from now on, much easier, but we have a full package there, literally something for everybody, whether it's singles traveling by themselves, couples, wedding couples, groups of families, of friends. There's literally something to do for everybody there. All inclusive, as I mentioned, and we're located right in the Maho village. So it's so easy to get around and just explore, whether it's going out on a guided tour, whether it's hopping on a local transportation, or you want to drive your own car. It's so easy because we're very centrally located, and it's so easy to get everywhere in a very short amount of time. And the Maho Village, of course, really nice to just walk out of the lobby, just go out and explore and look at the local stores and just get, with the local atmosphere, the spices, the herbs, and just try everything out. It's beautiful. To the left of the Maho, we have our Sonesta Ocean Point. That is our adults only property, also all inclusive, a little bit smaller than Maho, with 130 ocean view suites. And a few things I would like to point out here is that both resorts are located along the coastline, and that really makes for a great advantage because there's hardly any walking distance. There's other destinations with resorts where you really have, like, the build is more towards the inside of the land. You have a little bit of beach, and then all the walking distance is between your room, the lobby area. So it takes a bit to get around. You will never have that issue here. Everything is literally a 2-minute walk away. And then also wherever you're going to be sitting down or walking, you will always have the ocean in front of you. And that's definitely what we are all looking for when we're visiting the Caribbean. I mean, the slides don't even do the colors, the shades of blue justice. You really, really have to see it in person. It's marvelous. So this is how we can see how both our locations are. They're really literally next to each other. And I will tell you a little bit more about the advantages of that in a little bit. So looking at the 2023 trends, we've seen already in 2022, of course, what's happening. I mentioned it already. Travel is back, thanks to all of you. It's back strong. And of course, we definitely look into continuing into that rhythm for 2023. A lot going on. And why is it so important to have Sint Maarten on your radar? You well know that a lot of travelers have been going around to destinations that were kind of easy to sell. There were no requirements. You were very well aware of the destination, how it all worked. It was pretty easy. You've been there for yourself as well. So that's where now Sint Maarten comes into play. A lot of the travelers, a lot of our guests, they're looking for something new and something different, something unique. And that's where Sint Maarten comes in as a small Caribbean island. Definitely very unique with all the items I mentioned already, all the different cultures being on the small island, which is only 11 miles from top to bottom. So again, that's how it's so easy to get around. You don't need a passport anymore once you are on island, because there will just be a sign on the side of the road telling you, hey, you're entering the Dutch side of the island, or hey, you're entering the French side of the island. So it's really a lot of fun. So going back a little bit to these trends here, definitely a very, very nice experience for your clients looking for something different. So that's why we're here today, to just give you some updates of our resorts, to have them on your radar, and of course, to have me as your contact in case you have any questions, and just to see if this can be the right fit for your clients' upcoming trips there. And when we're saying clients are not just going on vacations anymore, they're really looking for full experiences. And that's what we see a lot. It's not just like, oh yeah, I want to go to a place and lie on the beach for 3 days. No, they want a full set. They want to, get together with their family, with their friends. They want to still make up for everything that was missed in the past, whether it's anniversary, birthdays, or just being able to travel together. And we definitely cater to that. We have tons of celebration packages just to make it easier for your clients and for you as well to set that celebration up, whether it's just organizing a cake and decoration in the room, or a full dinner. with their group, or maybe a nice private romantic dinner on the beach setting for them. We can do it all. We have a full team in place in resort. So it's definitely something that we've seen the need to, and it continues to be so for 2023. So we are also expanding our options just to make it easier for everybody and to enjoy to the fullest. Because it's not anymore like, oh yeah, let's go there and then we'll see what we do. No, they like to set everything up, have everything organized up front, and just make it so seamless and enjoy really all their free time on island as much as possible. So we definitely see a lot of that still happening, and it will be interesting to hear from you to see if that's also what you're hearing and seeing in your daily business and your requests from your clients. And of course, it's also a big time again for the brides and the grooms to say yes in the most romantic settings. These guys have had a rough time in the past couple of years, so we've been catching up on weddings that didn't happen in the past, and now we're full sailing ahead again with new wedding sets, from small ones to larger ones. Anything is possible again. I mean, we know they had a rough time. Brides get so nervous as it is with everything there is to organize. So again, we have a full team in place there in resort to help out with that, from the smallest details, from far ahead of their trip, and to set it up and to make it really a wonderful, wonderful experience in resort. So these are really a few of the trends that we're seeing. We're seeing also a lot of senior vacations, seniors who like to indulge in relaxation and luxury and just enjoy really that time that they have and that they had to miss out on traveling before. We also see a lot of moms groups and ladies groups, and I'm not specifically talking there about the male groups, because obviously we have those as well, but we definitely see more requests for moms and ladies groups in general. I think we as women take on always so much in daily life, taking care of business, taking care of family, kids, grandkids, whatever it may be. And we just need that me time with, our friends, and just focus on maybe a nice yoga session, a makeup session, whatever new hobby, whatever fun activity that can be organized. So these kind of trips have been super, super popular. And we even do buyouts. So Sonesta Ocean Point being our smaller resort, every year we do have a couple of buyouts where the full resort is rented out to a group, and that all works great as well. And of course, one of our other niches are groups, leisure groups, convention groups, whatever it may be. And these have started up completely as well and are continuing into 2023. So a lot of strong business there that we're looking forward to working with you together. So there we go. Let's dive into everything we can offer there, and look at, first of all, our Sonesta Ocean Point Resort. So this is our little gem. As I mentioned before, it's our adults only property with 130 ocean view suites. And I do have a little video to start off with. Let's see if we can get that going. Oh, how did you like that? I'm hoping you were able to see all of those. I know sometimes with the connection, it may be a little bit bumpy, but hopefully you were able to enjoy this. Yeah, I see hearts, I see thumbs up. That looks really, really good. Thank you. I can say that the colors really don't do it justice on what you just saw. So you definitely have to come out in person. It's just so much better. Absolutely. As you can see, Sonesta Ocean Point literally breathes relaxation, luxury, and fine dining in the most beautiful settings. That's really, in a couple of words, what Sonesta Ocean Point represents, I can say. A lot to do there again, but everything is set in a very calm and quiet atmosphere. I will just point out a few other options when your clients are looking for some more activity. But in general, Sonesta Ocean Point is very zen, very quiet. As it's our adults only property, you will find that in most of the room categories, we have a king bed, just like you can see on one of the pictures here. So just keep that in mind, king size bedding in most of the suites. And we have one room category where we have double bedding, but with very limited inventory. So that is just something that is really important. If you have people traveling together, not necessarily wanting to share a bed, please note of that part. We have different kind of suites. We will go over a few of them. Of course, our swim out suites are one of the very popular one. Again, dining, you will see it coming back each time. Wherever you go on St. Maarten with all that European influence, dining is always really a priority, from the smallest places where you go on island to really the most famous restaurants. And that is something we also bring into our property restaurants there as part of the all-inclusive, of course. We have also 25 of our highest ranked suites as butler service. That is, again, also something very, very popular, and we will get back on that. 24-hour room service is a very good one as well. Everybody likes to enjoy that, even though our restaurants are in amazing settings. It's always also nice to just do something private to completely relax there. And our owner is actually Italian, so you will see that coming back in a lot of the decoration as we work with a lot of imported materials such as tile and the porcelain. I mentioned it already, we have a lot of tranquility going on. So for that, also our Zen garden. This is a little meditation area. You can read a book there, or even have a nice little private gathering for your family or groups. And of course, when we're talking about relaxation, our Serenity gazebo is a perfect spot to have a nice massage right there by the ocean. We also have a full spa indoor with all, with the full menu of massages and treatments there. But for me, this one right by the ocean is definitely the best spot. And looking here at some of our room categories with some of the tips there. So of course, our swim out suites, which you can see here, and this is also one of our 3 pools right there. Something I want to mention as well is our keyless entries, and we have that in both resorts. For me, it's really a wonderful invention because I don't like the little plastic cards to get into your room. I never find them in my beach bag when I need them. So we use the bracelet with a sensor. You may have seen it on the little video. You hold just your hand in front of the door opens, and there you go. You're all set. It's just something so small, but it's so handy. So I always like to point that out. And it's keyless, of course. It just goes with technology. So we definitely keep on track with that. Just the same also, like, for example, our check-in, you can just do that remote. We also have our app. If you have clients traveling to island, you can always reach out to me. I'll gladly share the QR code to our app, and that way they can already start exploring our entertainment program, dining options, and so on before travel. It just gets them so excited, and it's really well set. It's live with live updates, so it's really an amazing little help for you. And looking here at our room categories, so our lead category is the junior suite. As mentioned, most of them are prepared with a king bed. We do have the junior suite double with the double bedding there, and that is the only room category where we can actually have up to 3 adults in the room. All the others are all set for a maximum of 2 adults. So we have our swim out junior suites, the deluxe 1-bedroom suites as well, with here a little bit more about that Italian setting, that Italian decor that we are so famous for. And as I mentioned before, the butler service is very, very popular. These guys are so great. They become best friends of our clients. They will be in touch already with the guests up front, set the expectations, and that way, you know, they are already in touch and have that relationship from before the vacation starts, get all excited. They will be able to help out unpacking, making, for example, the spa reservations, whatever is needed. They will be also in touch via telephone through the vacation, so they can always get them going, like, we need an extra bottle of wine, we need this, that, we want a private romantic dinner to be set up. They will take care of all your needs there. And we have a certain amount of room categories where we offer the butler service. My favorite definitely are the Sunset Suites. We have the Sunset Butler Suite, but also the Sunset Swim Out Butler Suites. We have limited inventory of these, but they're definitely, definitely worth it. The views are just amazing and the best from there. And of course, we also have a couple of the penthouses with limited inventory, but these are really our top favorites for our wedding couples, just because they offer so much more space. They can do little private gatherings there. And of course, they have the best views right on top there over the ocean. And talking about ocean views, even when you go to the gym, we have a full set gym with personal trainer as well. And even from there, you will have still your amazing ocean views. And looking at all 3 of the pools, I always talk about Sonesta Ocean Point as a small property. It's actually not that small. As you can see, we have the edge pool. That's that top picture there. And the suites that you can see here by the edge pool are the Sunset Suites. So the edge pool is between the Sunset Suites and a couple of our famous restaurants, for example, Azul, which we will see in a little bit. At the bottom, we have our main pool, which is the Point Pool. That is also where we will have some entertainment activities, always in a very slow motion. As I mentioned, it will be more like a yoga style, Pilates style activity, nothing too crazy there. And to the right, we have our swim out pools. Perfect place to relax and start the day. And this is again the view from the Sunset Suites, as you can imagine now. When I was saying those are one of my favorites. If you go up a little bit higher, this is taken from real down, but you will see also the ocean right around. It's almost a 360-degree ocean view you will have there. And this is the view on 2 of our restaurants. I think Azul probably being the most popular and the most famous one. From those of you who have heard or who have been at Sonesta Ocean Point, I'm sure you will agree with me. Azul is our main restaurant where we offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is an a la carte menu, which changes every day. So you can never get tired of it. It's literally fine dining. It's so good. And it's the most amazing setting. And on top of it, you have the Bluefin. Bluefin is one of our newest dining experiences with bites, light bites in the afternoon, and also poke bowl style light dinners. Amazing. I absolutely love it. And it's a great spot also just to enjoy the sunset right there. And here's our chef Francisco working on one of his creations, which you can see here. He and his team really do an amazing job. Here you can see the setting of Bluefin, and you can literally enjoy dinner under the stars there. And another one of our latest new creations is Portofino. Italian, there we go again. It has to be also part of the dining experience. Beautiful setting right on the cliff. When I'm on island, as I mentioned before, I'm based in Florida, Orlando. But when I'm on island, I mean, it's the best spot to wind down from the day. I absolutely recommend it. So all 3 restaurants are part of the all-inclusive, as I mentioned before, and they are also exclusive to our Ocean Point guests. And of course, a nice dinner, it always has to be paired with a relaxing, beautiful tropical cocktail. We have 5 different bars at Sonesta Ocean Point, so you never have to go too far, to get set up with a nice drink, something refreshing, something romantic, a nice glass of champagne, whatever it may be. You will have a full bar service all around the resort. One of our favorites is also our sunset bar. Great to watch the sunset or just to have a drink after dinner. And we do have a lot of live entertainment going on again, under the stars. Amazing spot there. And we have a really nice concept, which is stay at 1, play at 2. I'm sure you've heard of these in other places. We're very proud to be able to offer that when your guests are staying at Sonesta Ocean Point, they will be able to use also all of the facilities at Sonesta Maho Beach Resort, Casino and Spa. As you can see here, this little walkway, this is like a little roundabout. That is literally how far both resorts are from each other. So about 3 to 4 steps, I would say, to make it easy. I know I always get the questions, how far away are they? They're absolutely not far from each other. They're literally right next to each other. And you can see also to the right-hand side in the beach area, that is where we do a lot of the live entertainment. So it's a great combination for your groups of friends or family traveling together. Maybe some on a different budget, maybe some traveling with kids. They can stay each on their side, and the Ocean Point guests can meet up with the Maho guests, in all of the Maho areas. They can dine together, enjoy drinks together, and just have a great time. So it's a perfect combination. It works really, really well for everybody. So do take note of this. Stay at 1, play at 2. You definitely want to bring that up because that is a great solution for a lot of your groups. And here we have our lobby entrance to Sonesta Ocean Point. We saw that little roundabout again, and that brings us to Sonesta Maho Beach Resort, Casino and Spa. That is our bigger property, something for everybody there, all ages. It's a little bit bigger, as I mentioned. It's 420 rooms altogether. Kids are welcome, families are welcome, of course, but it's also a great spot for groups, also for family groups, friends, and so on, just to enjoy a great, relaxing vacation. The atmosphere is a lot more active than what we've seen at Sonesta Ocean Point. We have the kids club here to the left, and we have a little video coming up where you will see also the slide. We have a little aqua park, the kids club, the kids pool, and so much more. There we go. That was our Sonesta Maho in a little film. So here we will see some more slides. Definitely lots of fun, lots of activity, a whole different vibe when you're at Sonesta Maho Beach. So depending on, if your client's looking for something smaller, for something more quiet, or for more activity. Again, when staying at Sonesta Ocean Point and they're looking for some more active activities, they can just hop over to Maho and just join in all the fun that is happening right there. And the location of Sonesta Maho is really amazing because you literally walk out of the lobby, you're directly in the Maho village. And actually from 5 of our restaurants from Maho, 2 of them are located in the Maho village, which is really amazing because you can just walk out, enjoy the little village and still use your all-inclusive at both our restaurants right there. Also at the Village Tavern, which is one of them, we do a lot of live entertainment there at night. So there's always a lot of fun happening there. Music, dancing, whatever you're looking for, you will definitely find it there. Our room types, we'll go over those in a little bit. We have a 10-story building there, so obviously a lot bigger concept than what we've seen previously at Ocean Point, and we have a lot of options there for the families, of course. We have double bedded, we have king size bedding, so we switch it up a whole lot there. And also our full spa is located at Sonesta Maho with all the different treatments, as well as the gym. And also, of course, for the kids, we have the kids club, we offer the babysitting, there's lots of dining happening and just a lot of fun going on all the time at a Sonesta Maho Beach. One of our little restaurants is actually located in the lobby area. It's the Maho Cafe, one of my favorites on the Maho side for sure, especially if you're running out on an excursion to the airport or whatever you need to do. You can just grab your coffee, a piece of fruit, or a little snack, and you're on your way there. And the coffee is just amazing. So it's always a really nice solution there when you're on the go. And of course, you have many more options when you're looking through the different dining options. Reservations are not necessary. We do have so many options available. So it's a really come and go. We start dinner options as of 6 o'clock, and there's really enough space for everybody. A lot of outdoor seating, of course, because again, you definitely want to enjoy that Caribbean tropical climate, which is so amazing there. Also in the dining, you will see again our Italian influence, because apart from La Fontana, our Italian dining option, we do have pizza available during the day. And I can say it's definitely the best pizza. When I get hungry, when I'm in the office, I just go down, I grab my slice of pizza, and I'm good for a couple of hours. So definitely don't miss out of that. It's truly the best. You feel that Italian influence there for sure. And for those who like to go out on tours, we have different options. Of course, in the lobby area, we have a tour desk available with everything to do on island. We also have a car rental option because it is so easy and so safe to explore the island. So that is definitely something we always recommend as well. And we haven't talked about the casino yet, but you have seen it in the video. Across the street from Maho, we have a full-size casino. So for those of you looking to do a little gambling, I've seen a lot of winning there, so it's definitely a good one. So for those gamblers, they will have their fun there. And even in the lobby of Maho, we also have a little, like a teaser section, you know, where you can start playing. But if you want the full experience, you can just go across the street, and you will find one of the largest casinos in the Caribbean right there. We also have a full-size theater, so we also have a lot of entertainment happening there. So lots to do at Sonesta Maho. And looking again at the room types here. So it's pretty easy. We have different room types, but really the names indicate the views. So if you start from the lower floors, we have our garden views, then it goes up to superior. Then of course you get your pool views and eventually your ocean views. So what it hears like, what it sounds like is exactly what you get. We have 50-50% of the rooms prepared with double beds or with a king size bed. So you can actually sell the type of bedding to your clients depending on what you're looking for. We used to have it different. It was kind of a, run on the go, but now we have it set up as fixed room type. So it just makes it easier for everybody, know upfront what to expect and be prepared. You can see in the slides that the double bedding allows for a set of table with 2 chairs. However, the king size bedding, they come with a couch. That is a pull-out couch. So we accept up to 4 guests in the room. Just make sure that everybody's aware that it's going to be always exact the same type of bedding, exactly the same type of or size of room. So it's not that there's going to be 3 beds or 4 beds. We don't offer that. So this is exactly the type of bedding which you will see, whether it's single, double, triple, or quadruple occupancy. So that's very important to take note. And a little fun fact, you will see a little privacy screen between the bedroom and the bathroom here. With the flip of a switch, you can change that to see-through or not, depending on who you're traveling with. That's just on a side note. I'm not sure why they did that, but I just think it's really, really funny and good to know, of course, upfront. So there we go. This is our setting for the standard type of rooms. And here we can see a little bit of the amenities. Also a lot of Italian influence there, of course. Amazing views. This is a shot of one of our higher floors there with the different shades of blue. And we also have 2 room categories that are a little bit larger. As I mentioned before, the other room categories we saw decoration-wise, size-wise, they're literally all the same. It's also only the view that changes. But we also have the 1-bedroom garden view suites and the 1-bedroom ocean view suites. A little bit more of limited inventory there. But here we have the separate bedroom, whether it's the garden view or the ocean view. And then we have the living room area with a pull-out couch. So again, for a maximum of 4 people occupancy. And please remember, our kids up to 5 years old, they always eat and stay for free. So that's an important note as well for you. And our last room category is they're located on the top floors, which is the 9th and the 10th, our Skyloft suite, divided over 2 levels, where downstairs you will find the living room, upstairs a king bedded room together with an ensuite bathroom. And this is the view that you literally have from the top floor. So here you can see over the whole Maho with the main pool, with the swim out pool, and also the slides and the kids pool. And in the back, of course, Sonesta Ocean Point. So that shows again how close everything is to each other. And surrounded by water, of course, just pointing out again our different beaches. We have 37 beaches, by the way, on the island. So that's why I always recommend, even though we're all inclusive, people go out and explore, see everything there is to see. It is known as the friendly island. So many of our customers keep coming back just because they fall in love, not just with the island, but also with the people. Like everybody gets to know each other, they remember your name, and that's truly so special about Sint Maarten. So definitely a lot to see, 37 beaches to pick your favorite from. So we're always curious to hear what everybody likes. Some are very virgin beaches, others are surrounded by restaurants, small boutique hotels, mostly on the French side, you will see that. So there's truly something for everybody. We are surrounded by the Mullet Beach and also by the Maho Beach. So 2 wonderful, gorgeous beaches right there. And the beaches are public on Sint Maarten, but we do have some private areas right there, which one of them is the Palms Beach and also Sands. We use them also for private events. And then, of course, we have the public beach right next to it. Dining, I've been talking a lot about dining. So when it comes to Maho, we also have a lot of dining options there. You will find everything on our app. And again, so many nice options with entertainment going on as well. And talking about entertainment, groups, conventions, I've mentioned already, this is one of our prior niches, I would say, everything concerned weddings and also groups. So if you're into that business, you're definitely in the right place. Your groups, however small or large, we can cater to them. We have a full team in resort who can help out with whatever the setup may be that they're looking for. And the good thing is, wherever they're staying, whether it's Ocean Point or Maho, they will be able to access all of the different venues. Meet Me in Paradise is our meeting program. We have over 24,000 square feet of meeting venues. Just a small pointer, when I mentioned before at the beginning of my presentation, that it's so nice to visit other islands around. You can literally see on this slide how close Saba is here in the back. I don't know if you can all see it. I'm trying to circle it there. That is Saba, and it's just amazing just to see how close it is and how easy to visit. That was just on a side note. So back to Meet Me in Paradise. How gorgeous to work in a beautiful Caribbean setting. So it's definitely something that works really well for us and for a lot of companies, a lot of groups. They do what they have to do. They plan in some trips, some excursions, some free time, and so on, and they make it a truly amazing experience. Of course, a lot of work goes into the setup, so we take care of all of that together with what your group's needs are. We have small rooms, bigger rooms that we can break out into smaller ones, whatever the need may be. Dream Weddings in Paradise, our other program, which is very popular. What better spot to say yes than in this setting? And of course, we have indoors venues, but needless to say, the outdoors venues are definitely the most popular for this area. We talked a couple of times about our spa options, whether it's by the ocean for a nice relaxing massage or our indoor treatments and setup. We have it all for you. And of course, our Casino Royale, one of the biggest casinos in the Caribbean, with everything you need there for the gamblers and also a lot of entertainment going on. Here we can see again how surrounded by water we are. It's so amazing. The different shades of blue you see is just hard to reflect on slides. And again, I definitely welcome you to come over whenever you have the opportunity. We have great rates for travel agents. We have them already set up for 2023. So if you're interested, I can definitely share those with you so you can start planning your trips. We organize site inspections for you. Or if you have groups coming up, you can definitely also accompany them. Of course, we can work on that. We have a little map here, which probably I should have started with from the beginning, but just as a refresher, you can see clearly where's the French side, where's the Dutch side, how easy it is to get around, and where we are located here, right on that southwestern point by the Princess Juliana Airport. And I will say thank you to everybody again for being here, for being with us, for sticking with us through the last year, the past few years, and of course, full force, sail ahead for a wonderful, wonderful, successful 2023 for everybody. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few questions. I see a lot in the chat. I haven't had the chance to look at them, but I'm sure Sarah is going to help me out with that. My email is in here, so that's always a great way to reach out. Of course, you will also get my phone. You can reach out by phone. I will get you the fact sheets, the QR code, and whatever else you may need. Just reach out and we'll definitely be in touch. Thank you again so much for everybody. And I wish everybody already a wonderful Christmas and New Year. I guess it's December. We can say it already, right?
Absolutely. Christmas trees going up soon this weekend.
There you go. Here in the US, they've been up since after Thanksgiving. So can't start too early.
Excellent. We've got a couple of questions for you. Do you have an account manager for Canada, or do you deal with all the agents in Canada as well?
That's correct. That's me as well.
Excellent.
So we have the team in Europe, and then it's me for the Caribbean islands, for the US, and for Canada.
Super. How much of a beachfront is there at the Ocean Point location? Teresa's asked this question.
In meters or square feet, I would have to look it up. I can take note of your email and then let you know exactly. Do you want just Ocean Point or Maho or both? Because we have the different sets of beaches, so I can split that up for you.
Yeah, I think it's from when we saw the video, it looked like it was rockier. So I think that's maybe what she's
there's
kind
a cliff side.
Is there a beach, and kind of is it, I don't know, 300 meters, 800 meters long?
Yeah, absolutely. I will point out the different beaches. I will find her email in a little bit, and then I can, if you need the exact sizing, I can send you that through.
Super. Is there an accessible beach from Sonesta Ocean Point? Asked Joy.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is right there accessible.
Super. Cassandra has asked, she'll be in St. Maarten on December the 27th on her RCI cruise. Can she set up a site inspection?
Absolutely. Just send me an email and give me a kind of time frame when you would be there. It's about 20 minutes from Philipsburg. So we can definitely set that up for you. You can visit both resorts, calculate about an hour 15, an hour and a half, more or less. And yeah, we'll show you around with pleasure.
Super, Cassandra. I'm so jealous. Does Maho Beach have connecting rooms for families? Joy's asked.
Yes. Thank you. I forgot to mention that. Absolutely. We do have a good amount of connecting rooms. However, we cannot guarantee them. And I know I should have mentioned it on the slides. It was actually showing the door was there. And so it just slipped my mind. We cannot guarantee them, but we do have a good amount. So depending how busy we are, of course, we always try to cater to the families that are requesting them, but we can unfortunately not guarantee them. We've been so busy last summer. So we have to be very cautious with that, but we will definitely always try our best to make it work. Yeah.
Super, thank you. At what age is a child considered to be an adult?
That's going to be as of 16.
Super. Tracy's asked, is there a dress code for the Maho Beach Resort?
Not really. I mean, it's a Caribbean island. It's beautiful weather all year round. I forgot to mention that, but I think everybody's clear on that. So obviously we don't require long pants but just not beach attire in the dining restaurants when it's for dinner. But it can be, for women, it's always, shorts or a dress. It always works. It's more for men. So nice dress shorts, so no beach short, no singlets or no shirtless, let's put it that way. But a nice t-shirt, a nice shirt always definitely works, but it's very relaxed.
Super. Nelson's asked, are the yachting experiences available?
Yachting?
Yes.
Yachting, yes. So it's not directly something we have in resort, but you've probably heard about the regattas happening on Sint Maarten. So that is a very, very popular activity. Absolutely. Yes. And there's a lot of organizations that take care of that. And there's also times of the year where there is the regatta where you can, participate and all of that. So they have their programs. Oh, yeah, little furry baby.
Yeah, sorry, he was just popping up to say hello to you.
Right.
Debbie's asked, what are the COVID vaccination rules for St. Maarten, please?
Everything has actually been waived since November 15th, if I'm not mistaken. So there are no further requirements to go on island. You're free to go. Nothing will be requested anymore. Everything was waived.
Okay, super. Sandra's asked, if I have some free nights for Maho, can I upgrade to Ocean Point?
Yeah, we can definitely look into that depending on the availability, the time of the year. Just remember, Sonesta Ocean Point is smaller and is a very popular resort. So a lot of dates may be booked out depending on what you're looking for. But yeah, definitely reach out with dates and see what options there are.
Okay, super. How do we go about taking advantage of agent rates for 2023?
Just
good
reach out
question.
to me, send them over. Oh yeah, the perfect question. Absolutely. I have a nice little template with the where you will find the rates. It's a flat rate basically for Maho and another one for Ocean Point. And then we have a link that brings you to the calendar to look at availability and per resort. So just, you can just play around with it, see what dates you're looking for, and you can book it right there. I would recommend once you've booked, you reach out to me and then you let me know what dates you've booked so we can set up a site inspection for you.
Super. Joy's asked, with regards to the connecting rooms, do you do anything where you can actually pay to guarantee them? Because I know a lot of clients need them if you've got kids.
I know, yeah. And we get the question a lot. Unfortunately, it's not something we can guarantee, not even paying. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Tracy's asking, is the COVID travel insurance still required?
Nope, not anymore.
No.
Everything was ditched. Yeah, it's all gone now.
Brilliant. So that's all the Q&A questions. I know that a few have come through. Donna's asked, do the bathrooms all have walk-in showers?
Yes, they do at Maho. And then at Ocean Point, depending what type of suite you have, you may have the bathtub and the shower or just the shower.
Super. I am just making sure I haven't missed anything. I'm just laughing now. I'm just reading that they're in jumpers in the UK. Oops. Yeah, nice and sunny in St. Maarten.
Yes. Yeah, the weather is very consistent in St. Maarten. It's really that beautiful, comfortable, tropical weather all year round. If it rains, it's like a sprinkle. It actually refreshes and it's gone before you realize it. So it never gets cold. It gets like, a lot hotter than other times. It's really very, very constant and consistent weather. It's very nice. A little nice breeze because you're by the ocean, obviously. So it's just perfect.
Perfect. Okay, so that's the end of all the questions. Oh, hang on, I've just got two more that have just popped up. Tracy's asking where she gets the agent rate booking sheet from. Are you going to do a follow-up, Nancy, and just send everything to everybody that's on the webinar today?
Yeah, I think that will be the easiest. I will
Yeah.
send you also for those who have not signed up yet on my Maho Rewards, the Agent Rewards portal. I will make sure that you get the link to sign up as soon as possible. You get your extra cash there for qualifying bookings, and we need a minimum of 5 nights there to qualify for the extra cash. So that is very important. Make sure you're signed up if you're not yet, and get that going so you're all set for your future bookings.
Super.
Yes, that is very important.
Okay, and you, Nancy, you've got a couple of questions for us, haven't you? So just to remind everybody, you're all entered into the prize draw. If Nancy's got a couple of questions, if you answer correctly and you are the first fastest finger, you get 10 entries. So when I do put you all into the spin, you've got a stronger chance of winning, and your prize today is, depending on where you are in the world, it's €50, £50 or $60. So one of you will receive that from today. So Nancy, if I can just make everybody go to chat and make sure your drop down says everybody. If you want to participate in this little session, go with your first question.
Yes, and I'm going to start with Sonesta Ocean Point. That's the resort I started first with. So you'll have to go a little bit back in your memory. I know I spoke a lot. Dining, it's all about dining on St. Maarten. So my question is going to be in relation to that. So what is considered to be our most famous and most popular restaurant where we offer a la carte breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a daily changing menu, and everybody absolutely loves it.
Okay.
And stunning setting. Did I mention that?
Okay, so majority of people are saying the Azul.
Azul, that's the one.
Is that the
Absolutely.
correct one? Debbie
That's
was
correct.
the fastest finger. Just writing Debbie's name down. Brilliant. So well done, everybody. And the next question, and the final question, Nancy, over to you again.
All right, so let's go to Sonesta Maho Beach Resort, Casino and Spa. I talked about a small place that is part of our restaurant set where you can do a quick pickup for tea, coffee. What's the name of that one?
Okay, so majority of people seem to be saying the Maho Cafe. Is that correct?
And the Maho Cafe is correct. Congratulations.
So Danny, you were the fastest finger, just popping your name down as well on that one. So you guys, Debbie and Danny, have got 10 entries into the spin to win. So you'll be notified by tomorrow at the very, very latest who's won that. A big massive thank you to you all. Nancy, great presentation. Thank you very, very much. It's much appreciated. And just remember, everybody, the team are available. We've also got follow-up. We can send a follow-up of the team in the UK and Europe. So if you've got any questions, you need a BDM, you will have the links for everybody. The hotels are completely trade friendly. They want to work with you. Keep showing the love by sending them the bookings. And don't forget to let Nancy know if you want any staff rates.
Absolutely. I will be sending them out together with the fact sheets. Also, remember, if you have clients coming up, you can always reach out to me. If they're celebrating an anniversary, a birthday, whatever else it may be, just let me know. And I can always add little notes to the bookings and just, you know, send them a nice welcome card on your behalf as well. Makes you look like a rock star. Thank you so much. We do appreciate your business so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. See you all soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Nancy.
Take care. Happy New Year.
Happy Christmas.